My aunt requested a video on how to cook a steak, so I thought I'd share the same video with you all. Now, I am no expert, I'm just your average cook, but I do watch a lot of cooking shows. And today I'm using grass-fed, grass-finished filet mignon all the way from Australia. I always start off with a little bath with vinegar and water. Then I pat dry and coat with olive oil. And I make sure I use a coarse salt. Today I'm using Himalayan salt, but sometimes I use kosher salt. I use coarse black pepper and onion or garlic powder. I use one or the other. Make sure all sides of the filet gets covered in seasoning. Now we're going to make sure our pan is hot and these fillets are ready to sear. And because fillets have no fat, you're going to want to use some butter. Now we're going to sear the fillet on both sides. As my pan is pretty hot, my butter is going to burn, so I'm going to add avocado oil because it has a higher smoke point and it still gives a lot of fat to the fillet. And then you're going to want to go ahead and add some more butter because we really want that butter flavor on this steak. And if your pan ever gets too hot like mine did and your butter burns, just go ahead and grab a napkin and soak up all of that burnt butter. And then you can start all over again, and we're just going to add some new butter and some garlic this time. I used to be very intimidated when it came to cooking steak, but I'm so glad I got over my fear because it's way cheaper to cook steak at home than buying it at the restaurant. Fillets at restaurants are usually $40 to $50 just for a single plate, and I got 4 fillets for only $34. Because fillets have zero fat, we want to make sure that we're basting with so much butter. We're usually supposed to add some herbs like some rosemary or some thyme, but I didn't have any on hand. Then the best way to know if you're done is using a thermometer. I usually like to stay around the 145-degree range, but I'm going to list the temperatures on screen so you can choose what works for you. After you've reached your desired temperature, you're going to transfer the steaks to a plate to allow them to rest. Rest for about 5 to 10 minutes while you get your sides together, and you're all set. Cheers!